Hello, lovely people. Welcome to Dragon Age Nightingale's Crown. And to Weave the Tale. Thank you for hosting us in this game. I'm very excited to tell our Dragon Age story here with you today. We're gonna go around, we're gonna do some quick introductions, starting up this way. Yeah, up this way. With, yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello! It's weird being first, but it's fine. I'm Melissa, also known around the internets as Xander Slamilton. Today I will be playing Clara, who is a human rogue from maybe Orlais. Maybe not. We'll sort of see. I'm playing the mystery rogue this time. Which anybody that's known me or ever seen me or heard me talk is like, you're playing someone that shuts the fuck up. That's surprising.
The overlay has moved around, so I don't know who's go next. Pick popcorn. Pick someone.
Lynn, I see you next.
Hey everyone, I am Lynn, Flying Cirrus, and I am playing Ada, the big buff elf lady with a giant sword who, former occupation was terrorizing the waking sea as a pirate.
Popcorn it.
Alright, Lindy.
It's me! Hi, I'm Lindy, also known as Laugh Love Lindy. I'm a tabletop RPG addict and definitely not obsessed with Dragon Age by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm playing Yarrow. They are an elf, apostate, mage, healer. They just like healing people. No other suspicious magics or anything. They're fine. They're great. Just doing their thing. And I get to pop it over to the last person.
That is me. Hi, I'm Jen, Savage Sparrow on the internet. Some of you may have joined from the Dragon Age Inquisition stream I was doing earlier today. And I'll be doing that for the next few Fridays. So if you want to see the events leading up to where game takes place, definitely check that out on my channel. I will be playing Avery, the human circle mage, who is very much a loyalist, and, magic is scary and dangerous, and we need to be protected from it and ourselves. So, it'll be great.
And I am Rowan, known on the internet as Red White RP, mostly Rowan. But if you want to find me, you can type in Red White RP. My pronouns are they, she, and I will be playing everyone else, including our titular Nightingale herself, Liliana. My gift to you this evening is that I will not be attempting an Orlesian accent. Because nobody wants that. Yes, this campaign will be taking place in the middle of Dragon Age Inquisition, specifically after the mission In Your Heart Shall Burn. I don't remember the exact title. That's the gist of it. But before we get to that, we have some fantastic sponsors to thank. This season, our sponsors here at Weave the Tale are Modifius, Evil Hat Productions, Tin Star Games, Helmgast, and Adam Lawson. Thank you so much. We could not be doing all of this without you. And with that, I think it's time to get started with this campaign. So the first thing I'm going to need is everybody to
You broke up for a second.
That last.
Oh,
You need everybody to...
I need everyone to make a perception test.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say wait in suspense because that's what I'm feeling.
Mhm.
Is it just general perception, or is it perception like perhaps
Eyeballs?
like seeing?
Yes, you can use eyeballs.
Uh,
Yes, if you have any focuses that you think would apply, let me know, and probably they will work.
okay. I
I had
feel
a
there
million
it is.
stunt points.
All right, all right. Overall, not bad, not bad. So we find ourselves one night in one warm summer night in Orlais at a dock. Because only good things happen at docks. Uh, our four characters here have been handpicked by Liliana to accompany her on this very secretive mission. They themselves have very little information regarding what is actually happening. You all simply know that Liliana invited you to come along to accompany her while she met with a certain Tevinter Magister to discuss something. Um, you are not given any more information than that. Basically, information that, to do your jobs. Did I just like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
bit.
Okay.
We were given something, and then to do our jobs.
To do our jobs.
I was
You
saying
are
Liliana.
breaking up at the most interesting moments.
Neat.
I thought that you
Um,
were censoring yourself to like add some intrigue.
And suspense.
Let's go with that one. Yeah, sure, we can go with that.
I was like, that's of them to do.
No, Liliana did not believe you really needed more information than that to do the job here, which is basically to act as both protection and lookout to make sure that nothing fishy happens. Because, for those who don't know, Tevinter Magisters are not the most trustworthy of people.
What? News to
What?
me.
Who'da thunk it? Um, so as our camera zooms out over the water onto the docks, we go to the outside of this large warehouse where we see two elves standing guard outside, keeping watch, making sure that everything out here is kosher. Yarrow, what do you look like?
So, Yarrow is a petite elf, about 5'1", 100 pounds. Looks like they might need a cheeseburger, but they're doing okay without it. They just, maybe they're vegan or something. It's hard to tell. And they look like they're not accustomed to city life at all whatsoever. Her hair is got some fabric woven through it and tied up into braided loops, and her clothing is very very wood tones, neutral browns, dark greens, and is definitely more of a Dalish style, though her Vaseline is her tattoos are not of the typical Dalish style and color that are typically seen throughout Orlais and Ferelden. And she has a staff, looks like some withered poor tree that just it's all gray and kind of desiccated, but with a few patches of moss growing on it somehow.
Awesome. And standing next to her is Ada. What do you look like?
Ada is a large, probably around 6 foot tall, muscular elf lady. Bright red hair tied back in a bandana and wearing some heavy chainmail, but, you know, leaving the arms because you have to impress people and show off your awesome tattoos and stuff. And she, just on her back, is this sword, which is less of a sword and more of just a giant slab of metal that is probably larger than Yarrow is tall.
Absolutely wonderful. And while the two of you are standing out here in the warm air, the smell of water and salt and whatnot from the docks hitting your nose, it's really quiet, which isn't a bad thing necessarily, because that's what you want, right? You want nothing to go wrong tonight. Yarrow, you rolled a 13 on your perception check. So you do see this little gang of like teenagers and somewhat younger kids and like really like rough, shoddy looking clothes, very like mixed up hair, sort of like walking along the docks. They appear to be they're drunk. And one of them just sort of stops and looks over the two of you and is like, What are you doing here?
Whatever we want. What?
Yeah?
Yeah.
These are our docks.
I do not see your name on them.
Well, it's somewhere. Well, you better tell us your business or we're gonna beat you up.
Oh, you want to meet my friend?
More
Deckbreaker would like to meet you. If she'll take off her sword and just kind of just plunk it on the ground. It's like, if you want to talk, we can talk. Otherwise, get.
Yes, if you would like to roll for me a, let's say, either a strength or a communication test. Intimidation. Strength, let's say strength intimidation.
Yep. Intimidation, yeah. I think she's plunking this just blade with like as loudly as she can for them. She's enjoying this.
Yeah, all right. With a total of 17, you take Deckbreaker off your back and plunk it down. It like sinks 2 inches into the wood beneath you. And you see the one who was talking to you sort of like stops and drops the bottle. And one of the younger kids just like pulls on his shirt, like, come on, go. And they all sort of scuttle off, go on their merry way. So imagine all of that happened with an Orlesian accent, though. And then our camera will pick up upwards towards the upper area of this warehouse, the rafters, what have you, as we zoom in on a shadowed figure on Outlook. Clara. Is it Clara or Clara?
Clara.
Clara? Okay.
You know, she's Orlesian, but not. But also yes. So, Clara. Clara is a little shadow of a person, just 5'8", and like very, very much like kind of goth aesthetic. And pretty slender as a rail to like slip in between things. The only ostentatious thing truly about her, other than a very Robert Smith sort of looking makeup, be the like bushy Templar coat that was definitely stolen off of somebody. That the whole reason she wears it is not because she actually gives a shit about the Templars. It's because the jacket is really comfortable. Like they make some warm jackets, and like it's the kind of thing that she saw Cullen wearing it walking around Haven, and she went, "I'm gonna get me one of those," and absolutely took it off of a Templar that she just kind of held up at dagger point one day. But yeah, scar across the face, slight tinge of the Orlesian court life sounding accents, but also could have been from Ferelden, could have been from Navarra, could have been from Antiva. No one really knows where Clara's actually from. If you ask for her story, she changes it every time. Probably because she's killed at least somebody of importance in every nation except for Tevinter at this point. One must have goals, after all.
Hey, that can change. Yes, you are stalking through the shadows in the upper part of this warehouse on lookout. Liliana has asked you to keep a bird's eye view of things. Try and see if anyone manages to like sneak past the two outside. You are the next line of defense to keep things safe and kosher and make sure nothing goes horribly terribly wrong. Uh, Go ahead and make me a dexterity stealth test.
Ooh, stealthy, stealthy.
Yeah, you should be good at this one.
Yeah, it's doing the roll 20 thing where it doesn't calculate
Hmm.
the number. So
Hmm.
8, 11,
Well, we can count.
plus 3, so 14, plus 2 for
14.
stealth.
So
Yeah,
16.
more than a good number.
Yeah, more than 0, one would say.
More than 0.
Um, roll 20 way like this.
I don't.
Yeah, so you're being pretty stealthy up there. Anything in particular you're looking out for?
I'm probably watching all the sightlines, so entrances, exits, and unexpected entrances, because there's always one. But trigger finger as it is, like the bow is ready and knocked. It's just I'm not gonna loose it unless I have to.
Right.
But keeping an eye out.
Awesome. And finally, we take our camera down out of the rafters to the main floor, where we see two individuals walking into the sort of central storage area of this warehouse. One is a red-haired woman in a purple like tabard cloak sort of thing over a light chain and leather armor, bow strapped to her back. This is Liliana, the Nightingale, spy master of the Inquisition, and next to her is Avery.
So Avery has is like, you can tell that she was from Ferelden because her eyes are sort of like popping slightly at some of the Orlesian architecture and just the amazing sights and stuff, because Ferelden is very humdrum by comparison. And it's clear she doesn't go outside very much, but she is doing her best to like try to be cool and like, I totally belong here, given who she's in company with. She has like dark red hair that's just pulled super tight against her skull into this hair bun. And wears, just the very obvious vestments of Circle Mage.
She has, unlike Yarrow's staff, that's more natural. Like hers is made of like woven metal with like some sort of stone in the center that seems to like pulse or glow periodically with arcane power. She carries with her just like a small notebook that she at the moment isn't writing in, but her companions would know that she just seems to keep a very detailed journal. um, and yeah, she is very much sort of like obviously curious about what the hell's happening and a little low-key anxious about meeting a mage from Tevinter, given that they're all monsters who enslave people into subjugation. But she's trying to be a cool kid and pretend that, she's right there where she belongs.
What could go wrong? As the two of you are walking in, you are the first two to arrive. The other party is not here yet. Liliana will turn to you and say in an accent much cooler than mine, you need to be on your guard right now. Magister Callistus is a unusual individual, not the most predictable. If things go south, there's no telling how he might react.
You had mentioned this before, my lady, but what are you expecting should things go south? What does that look like? Are you, I'm
I
sorry, again, clandestine efforts are not my typical forte, so I just want to know what to be on the lookout for.
understood. I do. Yes, I know that this is not your typical mission, but I required the assistance of a knowledgeable mage on my side, and I didn't think that Dorian would be quite equipped for this sort of mission. I absolutely do not expect the Magister to have abided by the rules we put in place. I expect him to have hidden soldiers or minions or something somewhere around here.
Or demons. I understand they consult with them regularly.
That is what people say. If things go south, I expect them to come in at us full force. I know that you can handle yourself, though.
My faith is my shield, lady, as I imagine is yours as well.
May the Maker guide us. And you hear a sort of like a door slam shut and a clunk, clunk, clunk of a cane tapping against the wood. As you see walking out and towards the two of you, a very handsome man in his early 40s, black hair, swept back and going down to his shoulders, very elaborate like robes typical of a Tevinter Magister. He walks with a metallic cane that on its head has a large like blue gemstone to grip. Behind him is a smaller man, maybe like 5'2", bald head, skin looks like it's like stretched back across his skin. Very like big eyes looking around all nervously and hunched shoulders. The man in front, who you take to be Magister Callistus, will say, You were told to come alone. And Liliana will say, so were you. Now that we have established that neither of us decided to come alone, we should get down to business, should we not? Um, we're going to pick our camera back up and transition again to outside. Yarrow and Ada, once those that gang of teens sort of scurried off to do whatever it is Orlesian teens do.
Oh my.
Who's to say? Listen, that's not what this campaign is about. It's an entirely different campaign. You start to get a weird sort of sense about you. Something just feels off. Off in general. It takes you a second to realize it, but uh, Yarrow and Ada both notice that all the sound from the waves has just stopped. The water is just completely still, which is
That's
entirely
not
odd
normal.
considering there is a warm summer breeze on your faces.
I will move the dock cat out of my way. And then maybe
The dock
lean
cat
over
scurries
to look
off
a little
to
bit more.
hang out on a barrel.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And just kind of lean over to get a better look. So that's smart.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Taking a look sort of at the water.
Water in the
area.
general vicinity. Like, is there something in the water causing this? Is this something near the water? Is this, yeah. Is this magic?
The water itself is still and empty of ships or individuals or any such things. Which this is the middle of the night. That's not unusual. But you can go ahead and make a magic test for me.
I will make you a magic test.
Thank you so much.
17.
Nice. That's a very good result. You lean out and sort of just look over things and close your eyes, tap into the Dalish magic that you have been brought up with your whole life. There is a sort of magic at play here. It's not any kind of Dalish magic or anything like that, but there is a sort of pulsing sense that you get from the general vicinity originating from inside the warehouse.
Interesting.
And going out over the docks and a little bit into the water, causing just this stillness.
Ada, there is interesting magics at work here. I think it might be the Tevinter Magister's magic, perhaps.
Great. It's expecting.
Well, now it just seems like a pulsing stillness. I know those words don't typically go together, but it's in. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, it's definitely unsettling. Is that
Just keep your
normal
eyes open.
for this?
I've never met a Tevinter Magister before. I'm very intrigued to see their style of magics, but I would not know if it is typical or normal for them.
Well, hopefully we don't have to see that today. I'd rather keep all the flesh on my bones today. But yes.
Don't worry about that. You will have flesh on your bones. You'll be fine. I'll make sure of it.
What an oddly specific fear. Not unwarranted, mind you. Just,
yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna keep my
Tevinter
eyes
get
out, or my magic senses out for any blood magic that might suddenly just appear in the vicinity, because I've heard that that's something those Tevinter mages are into. You know, it's a trend. You know,
meh. Who's to say?
not that
Who's
she
to say,
know
really?
anything about blood magic, but you know, just if she, you know, just gonna keep her eyes out for it.
Yeah, no. It's all rumors, right? Yeah. Who's to say? Ada, is there anything that you want to do?
She's going to. This whole thing has a feeling that she's had before. Ships sneak up on other ships in the night. Everything goes silent, so she's gonna just look around for anything that isn't. Well, it may be magical, but she wants to keep an eye out. Usually, if there is magic stuff, there's gonna be people that clean up with swords.
You know,
Yeah.
as you do. All right, we're gonna cut back up to the rafters. Clara, you watched the two Tevinter mages enter from a door off in the back of the warehouse and come up and start having this prolonged conversation with Liliana. It looks like they're negotiating for something. You can't quite make out all the words from here, but neither look like they're super pleased with how the conversation is going. Neither is getting exactly what they want. I know, shocking. And
Shocking.
Yes.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna train my bow on the little guy, the shorter, balder guy. If I can, I assume Liliana has enough of a, we have enough of a know-how that she can like subtly signal me in some way, and I'll just know that like I should pop off. So I'm gonna aim for the little guy first, because I figure that would be more what Liliana and I would probably have. Like that's probably what we've all talked about before, like in terms of planning
Absolutely.
things, and I feel like I could get a pretty good shot on this guy if I needed to. So I'm just gonna pull back and aim, and keep an eye out for that pop off signal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll say that you and I would say that you and Liliana definitely have a like certain whistle that you have been like, this is the whistle that means shoot someone in the face.
I shouldn't be this excited about it, but it's true. I think I would assume that Avery also knows at least how to signal if needed. She probably knows what the whistle is.
I mean, there's that, and then also probably, oh god, I'm dying.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wanted to ask though if I sense any active spell effects or anything like buffs or whatever coming from either of the two in front of me.
ooh, go ahead and make a magic test.
Do I get bonuses for spirit or primal?
I will say yes for spirit.
Cool. Hey, that's a good roll.
It is a very good roll. Yes, there are a couple different effects going on. The little dude in the back has a protective spell on him, basically like like a rock armor or just something to be like, hey, in the event that I get stabbed, let's make it hurt less. And the Magister himself has a spell that you're not super familiar with, but it's definitely some sort of like deception-based magic.
So since
I will say you do with that roll, you do also notice the that same like pulsing sort of energy that's just surrounding the area in just originating from the somewhere near you. You can't pinpoint like an exact epicenter, but it's around this area. I will say it's not coming from the Magister either.
Yeah. So basically, like, kind of subtly, she'll like catch like Liliana's eye and just sort of like, give that look that like something weird is happening. And then knowing that Clara is watching, she will, do a casual gesture of tilting her head slightly towards the little guy and making a clasped position like behind her back of like, he's got something protective.
All right.
I'll be ready for that. I could fire at his boots, and like aim like just off of where like the heart of it would be, enough to like cause surprise before taking aim to actually kill. Sometimes breaking concentration.
Yeah, listen, fighting mages is not a new thing for you. Well, you know what to do.
No.
Yes, Liliana does see your signal. Currently, this conversation has been somewhat cryptic. They're talking in very general, vague terms about what they're trying to do. The gist of it you get is that this Tevinter Magister has an item that Liliana would like to acquire. And in order for him to hand it over, he is basically asking that the Inquisition back him to become the next. The title is escaping me, but the leader of Tevinter. Yeah, there are a lot of references to the Fade in this conversation as well. And you get the sense that specifically this item that Leilani is trying to acquire originates from the Fade. She sees your signal and without breaking stride, and her conversation goes, well, it does not appear that we are getting anywhere very quickly. And I myself am tired. I'm going to go find a chair to sit in while we apparently continue this endless conversation. And we'll just turn and start walking away with the assumption that you will follow her. While that's happening, Clara, you see the Magister gets a concerned, somewhat angry expression over his face and turns to whisper something to the little bald guy, who nods and starts to walk away back out where they came from. And the Magister will call out, my dear Nightingale, I do believe we've reached an impasse, and I don't think that we'll be able to conclude these negotiations tonight. Perhaps we can reschedule our meeting. I think my calendar is free a month or two from now. Does that timetable work for you? Very obviously trying to like be
Stall?
like I hold all the power here, you know. And Liliana does not break stride. Continues walking forward, but is sort of interrupted when one of the crates nearby just fucking explodes in a flame.
Alright, so it's exploded right in front of us?
Oh, yes. It exploded right next to Avery and Liliana. So if you can roll for me a dexterity test, that'd be great.
Alright. Not gonna be great.
That is a total of that's not terrible. You know, that's not terrible. So you are only gonna take I need to roll some dice. 2 damage. As you are sort of flung backwards by this blast. And as this happens, the Magister sort of like whips his head around back and forth and looks over at the two of you and says, "What's happening?"
Avery is just as like, isn't it obvious? We are under attack. And she does the whistly noise.
All right. So they're trying to act like I don't know for sure if they're innocent, but I am gonna try to shoot at the bald guy. So
The
Well,
bald
I
guy
don't
that's
know
has
where else to
exciting.
shoot.
the bald guy has walked away at this point. The only one left here
Okay, well,
is the
whichever one of them
Magister.
is within my eyesight. Okay, then I hope Magister Callistus was looking for a piercing because he's about to get a hole through him.
Very good.
I mean,
Hello, Sorting Quill. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Some explosions are happening, and now we're shooting at a Tevinter Magister.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be fine. Totally fine. What could possibly go wrong?
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You loosen arrow. Sorry, give me one second. His stat block is loading currently.
That's fine. I'm wondering
You'd
if
think
I put the bow in here wrong.
Oh yeah, that definitely should have added something to that roll, huh?
Yeah, it's missing.
You're
It's missing something.
missing your
Definitely should have.
dex.
Yeah.
I am missing my dex, but I don't know why it didn't include it. Okay, well, my dex is +3, so. And I
Alright,
think
so
I have power in archery.
And do you have a
too.
focus in bow?
I think you
Do I have a focus in bow? I sure do have a focus in bows.
So then it'd be 14 because you get +2. So
Alright, 14 is significantly better than mine.
Yeah, it is. I'll have to figure out what I broke on my sheet later. That's a post this session problem. But for now we remember.
Listen, roll 20 is just like that sometimes.
Yeah.
That does beat the Magister's defense of 11. And yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
7 for the damage.
Jesus. All right.
I got him. He got a new piercing.
Yep. The arrow from the bow sinks into the Magister's shoulder as he sort of grasps at it and yells out in pain, and looks around, uh, looks like up into the rafters, trying to find where you were. Um, Meanwhile, the two of
Can't see
you,
me.
the two of you outside, you hear an explosion from inside the warehouse. What is it that the two of you would like to do?
I just look at Ada, like, you
Oh,
hear that?
yeah, Ada just turns around, just bashes the door. Just like,
Very good. Yeah, no, you are strong enough that that is not an issue.
that poor door.
The poor door. You know,
a strong kick.
sometimes
In case, I mean, there's gonna be at least 4 competent people in there. In case the explosion is a diversion, Yarrow's not going to turn around and is instead going to keep scanning the area, but she will start to back into the cover of the warehouse,
very
following
good.
Ada.
I would like the 4 of you to roll initiative at this point,
Yeah.
which is a dexterity initiative test.
Ooh.
Wait, that was
Ah,
not as
I
bad
would
as
get
I
yeah,
thought.
mine's not.
Okay.
I would get
It's not
stun
reading
points
at
on
all.
initiative when you can't use them.
Alright, that is
7,
It's fine.
13.
11.
Hey,
Uh,
Well-
elves are 13.
Hey,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, the elves are 13.
Cool. Clara with
Big
a
elf, small elf, which was more
19.
dangerous?
19.
That's
That's
impressive.
ridiculous. The elves got 13, and Avery, what did you get? Because it's saying 0.
Let's see, 6, 11, 12.
12, cool. 12 for Avery. I've been playing so much Powered by the Apocalypse lately that I forgot what it's like to roll initiative. It's fine. And then a roll for... well, it's not a great roll.
It's not a terrible roll,
Again.
though.
But yeah, but it's worse than yours.
That is
which
true.
unfortunate.
Which means
You're
I don't
not wrong.
get to do things until after you do things, and like, it's harder to fuck with you that way. So...
That is fair.
All
Press F in the
right,
chat if you feel sad.
No.
Clara, you are. I will say we're 1 retweet away from a boon to the cast, so get on it. Clara, you are up first. So far, the scene that you see in front of you is an explosion has happened. Liliana and Avery were thrown to the side, and there's a Tevinter Magister with a new piercing.
All right, and I don't see any other enemies, right? Before I reload and just fire again.
If you would like to make a perception test as a minor action, you could do that.
I can do perception seeing, right?
Yes, you can do perception
Okay.
seeing.
Good old perception eyeballs.
Yep, good
Unless
old
I say
perception
otherwise.
eyeballs.
Unless I say otherwise, just assume that you can use seeing on your perception rolls.
Look, it is the best of the foci for perception, which looks
It
like
just-
11.
Just,
Or no,
just
it didn't add the-
objectively.
It didn't add. Okay, so maybe 13. I don't think it added the focus.
See,
It looks like.
Doesn't look like it did, so yeah.
no, it did.
13.
Alright,
It
well,
did because that's
13.
9 on the dice, and then a +2 is 11.
And then +2 for my perception, right?
Oh, yeah, didn't have your focus.
Yeah, so it should be 13
Stupid
total.
eyeballs.
Yeah, so it is
Roll
13.
Roll 20. Why are you like this? You don't.
She's having a
currently
bad day.
You don't see any other individuals at the moment, although you do notice some of the other crates within the room. You begin to see some smoke leaking out of the spaces in between the boxes,
Okay.
or in between the planks.
I'll send a warning whistle out to the two on the floor, hoping that they pick up what I'm putting down, that something's smoking, and to get out of there, and I'll fire at the Magister again.
All right, go ahead
'Cause-
and make
All
your
right, we
attack
know
roll.
it should add +5 to it. All right,
It
so
should.
+5 to that. It should. It didn't need to,
Ooh,
but it
oh my.
should.
Oh.
And you stunted.
Ooh, let me look up my stunt points real fast.
Yeah, you have 2 stunt points. That is definitely a hit. And yeah, you just gotta let me know what you want to spend those stunt points on. We did hit the 20 retweet goal, so we have a boon coming your
Yay!
way. Now, 10 more, and we get a Bane. So let's work on that, folks. 'Cause that's fun for me.
Let's see. I got 2 stunt points, right? Yeah.
You did, yes.
I think just because we don't know what situation we're in, I'm gonna spend one on rapid reload because I'm assuming I'm gonna need to stay up with it, and then another one on stay aware, to keep an eye out on things, which I think I need to make another perception test then. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead and do that.
Another round of the eyeballs.
Of the eyeballs. Eyeballs are
Okay,
good.
so 12 on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Not a bad perception test, and I will keep that in mind moving forward. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage, because you do hit this Magister.
All right, another 7 on that damage.
Jesus Christ. He is a mage, you know. He doesn't have that many hit points.
I guess I just like my mages to be Swiss, you know?
Sounds like he needed
Like
to dump
cheese.
more into Constitution if he ain't got that many hit points. That sounds like that's on him. He needs to do more cardio.
You need to do more cardio.
Work on your core.
Yeah, this is
Ah,
this is
yeah.
why the Ferelden circles are better, because we have stairs. Obviously, Tevinter, they just like use magic to levitate themselves around or whatever.
Yeah, I think they got elevators. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's the
Wait,
problem.
like-
Tevinter mages skip leg day.
You heard it here first, folks. Tevinter mages skip leg day.
Leg day.
It's now canon.
The frolicking of the Tevinter mage.
Yes.
Alright, cool. Next up is Ada and Yarrow, I believe. Whichever of you rolled highest on your stunt die gets to go first.
Oh. I can just say Ada goes first. I'm not. Good. I rolled a 1 anyways in my stunt die, so.
Yes, so Ada, you get to go first.
All right. She is going to look at Clara and just like, what? Just make the like, and then at the Tevinter. All right. Well, how far is this mage from us? From me?
He's close enough that you could move up to him.
Yes.
Minor action.
Everybody's told her that, you know, best thing to do with a mage is to get them for the cast any nasty magic. So she is going to just yell out, grab her, just swing Deckbreaker around and just charge at this thing and just like bring it down.
Absolutely amazing. Go
right.
ahead and make that attack roll.
All right, so that is a Death Breaker, and its charging is a 1 on damage, right? Correct.
Yeah, +1 on damage.
Okay, let's do it. Come on. Oh boy. 19.
Yeah, no, you hit him.
Oh, okay.
You hit him.
Let's see. Yeah, this
Go
is
ahead and roll
a
damage.
6 foot, probably an inch and a half thick, just like piece of metal on a pole. So,
Christ.
I needed this mage. It just did not leg day. So, plus 14 points of damage.
Okay. That's fine. Fine. Alright, yeah, Yarrow, how do you want to fuck up my guy?
She's still looking outside in case this whatever the noise is a diversion inside. So she's gonna look around on the outside again, before
Okay.
turning around to view what's happening inside. Hi, cat. So,
So do you want to use your
perception.
minor action to roll perception?
Yes, and that would be a 17. 6 shot points.
Hot damn. All right. 17 is a very good roll there.
What do
and
my
with
elf
that,
eyes see?
What do your elf eyes see? Indeed. It's not so much seeing as hearing.
Mm.
But you hear from below you, underneath the wood of the docks, a like scraping sound. That you take a second, and it sounds like basically somebody cutting through wood.
Mm. And she'll just say beneath us. And let's see what I got. Can I pinpoint the approximate area of where that scraping is coming from?
Yeah, you can hear 3 different locations that scraping is
Okay.
coming from. 2 are inside the warehouse between you and the Magister. Another one is outside of it, a little bit a ways from you. Well, close enough that you could get up to if you wanted.
Yeah, why not? Let's go for that one. Because I've already said beneath us, under the floor, and then I will use my major action to then move towards it.
All right. You are over there now, getting closer, and with your very good perception roll, you do see that it appears that a portion of this dock has been cut like some time ago. Like this is not a new cut, and it looks like somebody is working on very quickly finishing it.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
That's those are odd working hours. Is all I'm gonna say. That's just real interesting.
Doesn't seem ocean compliant.
It's a gig
No.
economy.
I was just about to make that joke.
All right, Avery.
Orlesian hazards.
Okay, so
Avery.
Did we lose Rowan? Oh no.
Maybe might have lost them.
I think they're frozen.
We blow the
It's
saboteurs
always
out of the water. Oh, there we
There we
go.
go.
There we go.
There we go.
There they are.
AT&T, why are you doing this to me today? It's fine. Yes, you and Liliana have been rocked by this explosion. You were knocked to the side. You see that Liliana was knocked to the ground and is in the process of standing up, looking around very angry. at the Magister. What would you like to do?
So basically, where we are, I received the signal that it's not safe. So first of all, I want to, again, I feel like Avery just is pissed off and whips out her staff to school some nerds.
And you would have heard me yell under the floor too.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so can I try to see more specifically where they are, and also or the immediate hazards? Like if those barrels are if I notice that those barrels are smoking, and if it's magical or just like they happen to be gunpowder.
Yes. Would you like to use your minor action to roll perception?
Yes, please.
Yay.
Cool.
Cool. That is a 12, assuming roll 20 did this job correctly.
I think so.
Yeah. With that, you can with that and the aid of Yarrow, you see that there are two more sort of areas in here where it looks like people are cutting through, presumably to make holes to go through. And you're able to pinpoint the exact locations of those. You do not sense the smoke.
Okay. So, in that case, I would point out the locations to Liliana, really, and whoever else is looking at me, assuming Ada and Yarrow can see her. And I would like to activate flaming weapon. Seems like a good idea.
Very good. Go ahead and make your roll.
Do I have to make a roll? Because it says there's no test. Or does that
Oh,
just
there's no test.
determine
Is there a target number though? Because a test is if someone has to roll
There is a
against
target number.
your.
Oh,
So you have to
Yes.
roll. You want to beat the target number, which you did.
Cool. Sweet.
Nice.
And you stunted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stun points
so,
to spare.
Stunt points.
Yeah. Let's see.
Nice.
If I can use the, let's see, because I got 3 stunt points. Can I use it
You
so
did.
I can get myself a mana shield? Right? Is that how I do that correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Okay,
Does
cool.
that
'Cause that seems like
take all 3 of them?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
All right, cool. Because that seems like a good idea, given that I am frail.
Yes. I don't have that particular page up in front of me. Can you remind me what the mana shield does?
It is, you use the residual mana of spell casting to set a temporary protective shield. You gain +2 to defense until the beginning of your next turn.
Nice.
So yeah.
So anyone who tries to confuse can have a much more difficult time.
Yeah. And then everybody gets, allies within 10 yards of me get to do an additional d6 with each attack. And yeah. Yay, helping.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll say that's everyone here. You're not too spread out. So yeah, everyone gets an extra d6 fire on their attacks. What's up? Never mind.
No, I was just like, oh, we're not too spread out. Oh no.
Panicking a little
I'm
bit.
sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Just a little bit.
It'll be fine. Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with this picture.
Yeah. Me trying to convert yards into feet in my head real quick to be like, yeah, you're all within range. And that will make it Liliana's turn. She is going to stand up and basically pull an arrow out and point at one of the spots on the floor that you mentioned, and say, "We need to take the Magister. We can't let the Magister die. He has something we need."
Ah,
Yeah,
Avery looks
basically,
disappointed.
basically saying, "Take him alive, please." And with that, it is the Magister's turn. Yeah, how about that? So the Magister is going to go ahead and, well, there's a large elf lady with a big sword in front of him. So I think it would be prudent for him to sort of try and get rid of you. He is going to go ahead and cast. Is going to go ahead and cast Fist of the Maker. Try and make you, not near him. Gonna roll my 3d6. What? How'd I do? 10 plus his magic is, oh gosh, so many tabs open. Where is it? Here we go. 10 plus his magic is is not quite enough to get the spell off. So fuck him, I guess. He attempts to get the spell off to send you flying away, but is sort of, interrupted by the enormous elf woman with the sword in his face. And he sort of like takes a step backwards from you, and it is then that one of the barrels or the crates behind him explodes, hitting him in the back and sending him flying forward, to to take another Jesus Christ, another 10 points of damage. That was your boon, was him getting exploded instead of you four.
When he did the magic, she does like the clenched like lift and like angry open eyes just right at him, just like you tried something. What did you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that face is enough to make him falter enough, that he steps backwards, pointing this cane at you, and then is rocketed forward on an explosion. And it is around this time that the sawing stops. Some wooden planks fall into the water, and you see as 3 people in Venatori outfits climb up out of the holes, and draw swords to, fight you. Liliana did have her bow trained on one of them. That is going to be a roll to shoot. Liliana absolutely ruins this dude's day.
She also gets the bonus damage too, so.
Oh fuck, yes she does.
Oh yeah.
All right. Cool. Fuck that guy. He takes a flaming arrow to the chest, still alive, but with a flaming arrow in his chest. One of them is going to gets up and sees Yarrow standing in front of them, and just gives a little start, and then with a sword. So it's going to
Ow.
be a roll. You know, as you do, does a 13
Yes.
hit you? Yes.
It's okay.
That's going to be 7 points of damage,
Oh, that's not that
unless you have something to sort of,
No,
unless you have any
It's
armor,
okay.
which I
I'll
don't.
get that back.
Ooh, what could that mean?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't imagine Yarrow wears any armor.
No.
Right.
Just have you seen what she's
No.
wearing? She doesn't wear armor. No armor. No hindrance to any spellcasting abilities. She doesn't want that. She's like, no. She has rock armor when she has a minute to cast it in advance, which was not the case here. So
Fortunately,
she ain't worried about it.
That's fine. I wouldn't kill you in the first fight of the campaign, right?
I didn't give her 4 constitution for nothing. She's gonna be okay.
Alright. One of them is going to run for Liliana because she shot him. And the other one is going to go for. I'm gonna say Avery, because Avery is standing right around theirs, and Ada looks scary. So does a 14 hit you, Avery?
Sadly, yes.
No, even with the magic armor?
Yeah. Yeah, because my defense gets boosted to 13 with that.
No.
Yeah.
So sorry.
That's okay.
You're gonna take 4 points of damage as the Venatori hits you with a sword. The sword.
Swords.
Yeah.
So inelegant.
With this, you see Liliana sort of look around, confused by the Venator. I'm back.
Hello.
Liliana will look around. I'm gonna find out what is happening so that this is not an issue next time. I'm so sorry, everyone. Fucking call AT&T. Anyways, Liliana appears to be confused by the Venatori's presence. Definitely was not expecting them. Magister Callistus is not a known Venatori member or sympathizer. And Callistus himself will cry out, what is happening here? Where are all of..." And you see this look of like rage cross his face. And it's Clara's turn.
Shoot, I should. Well, I don't know. This Magister, I still don't trust him, but it's fine. I don't need to shoot him no more. I'll pivot to one of the Venatori because we know they're bad news. I'll probably do the one that's on Avery because she's so small, such baby. Wow.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I'll retrain the bow to aim there. So 17 because it still doesn't add all of my stuff. With 5 stun points.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you definitely hit.
I would like to add lethal blow. Might as well go hard.
Alright.
So I'll add lethal blow.
And remind me what that does.
Means that is
I think
an
it's like 2d6
extra
more damage.
2d6 of damage.
Yeah.
So, alright. So 6 for the first part of the damage.
And then 3 more d6 for the flaming weapons and the lethal blow.
Boom.
Oh, I forgot the flaming. So
17.
Nice.
17 damage
All right.
from.
All right.
I'm very
Alright.
good at shooting things.
I would say so. Yeah. You ruined this this Minotaur's day. He has, not terrible armor on, but still, it's a lot of damage to pump into someone.
Oh, I guess minor
And
action. I'll reload because I probably since I didn't spend it on rapid reload this time. All right, then I'm good.
Ada, what would you like to do?
She heard the order to take the Tevinter Mage, so you know what? She'll better safe than sorry. She's gonna just try and knock his ass out.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack.
She is not going to disobey Lady Alana. That's something she does not want to do.
I like how we're just kidnapping him now. This is my favorite. I just love this.
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing, I'm surely.
Go ahead and make your attack roll. I think you're.
Yeah, I think you're muted, Lynn.
Sorry.
Oh, just
yeah.
all right. Yep. Not just this now, partially on fire, giant slab of metal.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to be pleasant, whatever it is. Oh boy, 19.
That's plenty. That'll hit him.
At least non-lethal damage is a thing in this game.
Yeah, it's non-lethal. I mean, he's probably gonna bounce a good couple times, but still be alive.
Yeah, there's gonna be a big purple lump on his head where
I'll have work to do later. It's fine.
They're like
a
Tom
minor
and Jerry.
concussion.
I got band-aids for him.
Yeah,
He'll be
yeah.
fine.
It's just like that FLCL style lump.
Yeah, it is that kind of hit too. It's like, oh no. So it's one extra 1d6.
Yes, from the flaming weapons.
Oh boy. All right, I'll just roll the extra dice in here. Oh.
Like he gets knocked down. These like laughing Dorian heads floating around his face.
16.
Oh, that's a beautiful image.
All right. And then do you add? I think do you add your strength to that?
Oh yeah, strength is it's gonna be an extra. Oh boy. Okay, it's 21 points of damage.
Okay. Well. Yep. All right. As that happens, you flip the sword around so the flat of the blade is facing towards this man. Slam it forward into his face as he flies a foot backwards and falls to the ground, completely unconscious.
And she will just Terminator walk toward the one. I think the one that's going toward Avery. Just walk toward this man with this just dragging deckbreaker behind her.
Must protect.
The dragging it is my favorite part. Oh goodness. Okay. Yarrow, you have a Venatori soldier trying to stab you. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I was thinking about being like, oh, let me just help you guys out over there, but they seem fine. And I'm kind of off by myself, so that's fine. We're all doing great here. She's going to cast a spell. She's going to cast Daze.
Okay.
So he needs to make a self-discipline willpower self-discipline roll. He wants to be at a 17.
Oh yes, this guy has amazing willpower.
He might. Definitely beat my TN.
Is that how you cast a spell, though? You meow.
It's just that Dot Cat's running out again. It's like it just got, all caught up in this.
Oh.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
He didn't make it. So what happens?
He's ensorcelled. He is slightly confused, suffers a -1 penalty on all ability tests until the beginning of my next turn. He also cannot take any actions until the next turn. So
All right. So he gets to lose his next turn. Awesome.
basically, yeah. He gets to stand there and look real pretty.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Venatori do have like badass outfits. So
That's true. So I think
they got that
she
going
just
for
kind
them.
of waves her staff in front of his face a little bit and then follows. And then she kind of turns and she's just gonna watch the rest of the group until, her next turn.
Yeah, you watch this Venatori who hits you with a sword, pulls back for another one, and then just completely out of it, like takes a step one direction, stumbles back the other direction, almost falls in the hole that he crawled out of. And I think it's Avery's turn now.
Yeah. Okay, so there's one on me. One is dead.
One
Or-
is squaring up with Liliana.
Okay. So with the one on me, I would like to try to use Mind Blast. And if it's possible to position it so then it gets, if it's successful, he gets flung closer to my girl Ada. That seems like a fun time.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that.
Okay, cool.
All right, go
Hopefully
ahead and
this
make
works, because that would be awesome.
Yes.
Hey!
And you stunted.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, so basically, he needs to make a strength. Oh, is that the test? Like, just his strength versus my spell power, or do you roll that?
He rolls
I'm gonna
versus
roll
your spell
that.
power. Yeah, the
Yes.
Venatori
Okay.
dude.
But you do
Okay.
have 4 stunt points to spend. So go ahead and let me know what you want to do with
Yeah.
those.
Let me see.
You can increase your spell power if you want to maximum of 3 to make it harder for them to succeed. Which I mean,
Yeah. Let me see. Effect of the spell. Ooh. Actually, I kind of want to do imposing spell because until the beginning of my next turn, anyone attempting to make a melee attack you must make a successful willpower test. And those who fail must take a move or defend action instead. So yeah, so basically, she just like slams her staff on the ground and it goes ping-ponging away. And just looks incredibly cool and super pissed off and dramatic. So yeah, do I get focus added to the spell power for the prone test?
yes, if you have a focus in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you would have to beat 17.
Did not do that.
Okay. So yeah, guy gets knocked prone and slides towards my girl Ada.
Is there any damage with this?
No.
Or is it just a...
I don't think so.
Nope.
It's just crowd
right.
control.
Cool.
Oh,
anything you want to do with your minor action?
They can't take a major action. And if they had any prepared actions, those are lost. And
yeah.
I don't know, what's a good minor action to do right now? Maybe move slightly away from,
you can do that.
exploding things. Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yes, you would all be able to notice by now that a lot of the crates in here are have some smoke coming out of them. Yeah. And well, you saw one of them explode, so you put that together. But you can move away
not being
from.
Exploded.
Yeah, it's honestly a smart move. This makes it Liliana's turn, who will absolutely fuck up this other guy, probably. No, not a great roll on Liliana's part. I mean, she gets good bonuses, because, you know, she's fucking Liliana. Oh, yeah, no, that's enough. It's enough. She'd have to roll pretty shit to not actually hit
Yeah.
them. Though, you know. That is another arrow into this other Venatori, who is looking very injured at this point and nearing death. But the Venatori are nothing if not fanatical, and they appear eager to continue to fight. What? The Magister is unconscious, so I'm gonna cross him off the list. And two of the Venatori can't attack.
We're just helping your turn go faster.
Mhm.
It's okay.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Let y'all do the cool stuff. The one will use a minor action to stand up from prone and just turn around and look directly into Ada's face. How tall is Ada, by the way?
It is around 6 foot.
Yeah, okay, so look up into Ada's face and just. And the other one's gonna try and stab Liliana again because he has no sense of value of his own life. Oh, this is a hit. Good on him. All right, so 7 damage to Liliana. She has plenty of hit points, but well, plus she has armor, so she's fine. Back to the top then, Clara.
Well, so let's see. We got one that Avery just pushed to Ada, and we've got one that's messing with Liliana. And is there
The
one
one
more?
messing with. There's one more outside, so not within
One
your
more
line of
outside.
sight. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this warehouse might blow, so I think. No, you know what? I'm just gonna fire at the one that Liliana's firing at, and kind of hope that this tag team of bows and they're just gonna mess this guy up. So it's actually 20, not 15.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll
And do I still
hit.
get the extra damage? Because I got like no damage on it.
From the flame arrow?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Hmm.
Okay, then allow me to get you the flame arrow. So 6 damage this time.
All right. You do get to add your, I believe it's perception to the damage with the bow.
Oh, yeah. Then that should be 4. And
Instead
8,
of
so it
2?
should be 8 damage total. Yeah, instead of 2. Which means that I probably have done more damage this whole time. But regardless, I think for my minor action, given that this is probably about to explode, I think I kind of want to look for a way to shimmy down and get outside.
Yeah, you've got like a little rope set up, sort of hidden off in the corner, going down behind some crates that you use to get up here. I'll say you can use your minor action to whoosh, slide down that, all like fireman pole style.
Yeah. I'll do that and start making it towards the door and kind of whistle out that we need to move.
Yeah. Also, the Venator you shot is way dead, because he had 2 hit points left. So.
Goodbye.
Yes. Yep. That makes it Ada's turn.
Ada will just look down at the Venatori. It's like, smile. It's like, hey, Lucky, let's dance. And then she'll just like wheel around and just do like a upper swing with Deckbreaker And it's gonna be
Very
all out
good.
attack. Let's do this.
Fuck yeah.
All right, let's do this. 15.
Yeah, that hits.
All right,
Go ahead and roll
let's,
your damage.
roll the damage. 11 plus the 6 plus the 1. Oh boy, 17 points of damage.
Jesus. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's
Just-
a ridiculous number.
Just for the fun of it, I am gonna use the thing that comes from my my talent, and it's gonna fling him like a good 2 yards.
Absolutely. You upward swing, like scraping Deckbreaker across the ground, tearing up the wood, up into him, and just sends him flying several yards backwards. Looking on his last legs, almost like sputtering as he starts to stand back up. Yarrow. Unless you had a minor action you wanted to take.
No, she's just gonna lean on the deck breaker and just do like the come on thing to him.
Perfect.
Yes. So outside, Yarrow is happy. They're not in the possibly about to explode warehouse. And, just had around of being like, I'm gonna make sure you can't do anything. And, like, examining the cut that she got from the sword, and it's just like, I would have to do something about this. And then just reaches out, and she doesn't have to touch him, but he's right there. So she just gently puts her fingertips on his chest and is going to cast Drain Life.
What? Our sweet girl?
So, yeah. What?
And
So
you have 5 stun points.
I do, and they need to make a Constitution Stamina check.
Oh, DC, what, 17? Jeez, DC.
17.
Target number is 17. Alright,
Look at my
let's
stars. How many rolls
go.
that?
Oh. Mm. Nope, that's a total of 16.
Oh, nice. In that case, I will make this. I had 5 of them. Oh, fancy.
You do
I'm
have 5.
gonna use. I could just cast it again with fast casting. I think that's what I'll do. Oh, you know what? Instead, because I don't get much benefit out of that. It's same to me. I will do Mighty Spell, so do an extra d6 of damage, and then Mana Shield for extra defense. I'll do those 2 instead. Thought
Sweet.
about it, but so he will. This is penetrating damage, so it ignores armor. 2,
Oh, this guy's fucked.
13 damage, and I heal the same amount. So,
Alright, 13
I
damage
just
straight through armor.
fingertips just touching his chest. The life force drains down, and then my wound is healed. I feel a lot better.
Nice.
That's all.
Alright. And that brings us to Avery's turn.
Okay. What's still up and or alive?
You look out, you see Yarrow is currently draining the life from a Venatori, who still looks like, capable of fighting. And Ada has
Okay.
knocked one on his ass, who looks very nearly dead.
Okay.
Leliana and Clara, I believe, have begun to make their way towards the exit the warehouse. Leliana is like backing up, bow drawn on the lookout for more people. Yarrow's already out there.
Okay.
Just playing with this Venatori guy. It's cool.
It's a snack. Venatory
Oh
snack.
boy.
He can hurt me, but he's just
Uh,
hurting himself more in the process. It's fine.
So does he look like, like he still looks otherwise? I mean, obviously he's unhappy, but like it's not like, he's like on his last legs or anything like that.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay.
The drain the first damage he's
Uh,
taken.
Then I guess I'll try to hit him with Flame Blast. Or let me see if I want to do anything else, because I don't want to do Friendly Fire. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. So yeah, let's try that. Hey. And then I need you to make a Dex acrobatics roll versus my spell power, please.
Okay. Do. Okay, my 3 dice. Nope.
Ooh, nope. All right, so 2d6 plus. Hey.
All right, so that is 7 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, any extra effects or just the damage?
It is just the damage because it's 2d6 if they fail, 1d6 if they succeed.
All right. He does have some armor on, so that protects a little bit, but it does still
Yeah.
hurt him.
Yeah. And minor action, she'd be sort of moving to follow Liliana and Clara.
All right. And that brings us to it is Liliana's turn. She is backing away, and then you see her eyes narrow, and she looks around and says, "Where did the Magister go?" And you look over to where the unconscious body was, and he's just not there. She says, oh, "Shit." Says, "Okay, take care of these two. Get out of here. Meet back at the rendezvous spot." And she'll like stow her bow and like run off deeper into the warehouse to attempt to locate Magister Callistus. And then it's these poor Venatories' turn, who just really did not expect this to be how their night was going to go. The one is going to stand up and look around, see Ada bearing down on him, and just takes out a knife and throws it at her because he cannot move and attack on this turn because he had to stand up. This is a total of oh, so many tabs open. 20. Does a 20 hit your defense?
Yes, it does.
Yes. Fantastic. For me, not for you. And that is a 5 points of damage to you.
That it does not beat my armor rating.
So that is
So it just-
0 damage to you.
So it just bounces off. It's like
Yeah, pretty much. Ding. And his face just drops.
just look
Like,
at look dismissively at the dagger.
This man has accepted his fate. he is going to die. And the one outside will take a step back and
Yeah, he should
look,
be a little unnerved by that, because
yeah,
Yarrow was way too calm about that whole situation.
looks at you and just goes, "Witch," and will step forward and try and attack you because he's
I thought that was obvious.
weird dude.
Yes,
Definitely gonna
that's-
hit you with that.
It's higher than 11, yes.
It's higher than 11. That is 5 points of damage.
Sure. I'm just gonna take it from him.
Yeah.
Anyway, this seems to be fine.
The
more he hurts
steps
me,
forward.
the more I hurt him to heal me. He just has a big wound. It's fine.
Little behind. And we go back up to Clara, who at this point you're like down on the main floor, not quite out of the building yet, but near the exit.
But Liliana has run back in. That's
Yes.
nerve-wracking, but she can handle herself, and Ada's right there. I think I'm gonna turn towards the exit and try to fire off on the guy by Yarrow. Just kind of by way of
Alright.
greeting. By way of greeting Yarrow, like, hey, mission's gone south.
Yeah.
So, a
Make an
firing
attack roll. Yay.
15.
15 will hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, so that actually needs my perception on the damage, so it's 9. And I have my
Also,
flames.
flaming weapons.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
So 14 damage on this poor, unfortunate Venatori.
I mean, yeah, no, he looks just about as hurt as the other one does at the moment. They're not doing too hot, these two.
Nope.
Yeah, any
I'll
minor
reload.
actions?
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
reload. I'll reload, keep it trained, and just kind of look at Yarrow and just, nod in greeting.
She's got like the I've got this. That's all she gives you. It's like, don't worry about it.
Alright.
Whatever.
Ada, what do you want to do?
Alright. Play with him enough. So now it's just the walk up and just baseball swing with Deckbreaker.
Alright, make your attack roll.
Alright. Jeez.
Yeah,
okay,
that
23.
That hits.
Mm.
Roll damage.
Plus 14. 15.
50. Oh no, only 15 damage. Yeah, no, you absolutely destroy this man. He is super, super dead. Unless you wanted to like keep him alive for some reason.
No, just smash him through the wall of the warehouse. That's fine. It's just.
Yep. Yeah. He's dead. And then Yarrow.
I'm a drain life. He hurt me. This is what happens when you hurt Yarrow. It's just.
It was very rude of him.
Yeah, and because he's not dazed this time, she's not gonna touch him. She's just gonna, and then just pull it out. Hopefully, yeah.
Yep.
That's a Constitution stamina check.
Nope.
So it's gonna be. I didn't get any stunt points this time, so it's less, but 11. Penetrating, so it ignores armor.
Yes, well, this man had 4 hit points left, so...
Oh, yes, wonderful. Then I'll heal for those 4.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'm back up. I'm great. Look, just the other sword strike just heals up as he collapses to the ground.
Yeah, the last of the life
Slight
drains from
green
him.
tendrils of energy.
Nice. The light falls from his eyes, and he just collapses forward into the hole that he crawled out of, and falls into the water.
It is convenient when the trash takes out itself.
Very true.
Right?
All of the Venatori are dead, and the four of you are here at the bottom together. What would you like to do?
We
Where
should.
did the Magister go?
I mean, I thought I knocked him out.
You may
It's a
have.
good
To
swing.
be clear, you know that for a fact.
Hmm.
So that means someone else took him. Did he have anyone else with him? Aside from those
The
schmucks,
little
and she
guy.
points at the corpses.
No, little guy. Little
Yeah.
bald fellow was sort of just like hanging around, really small little.
Interesting. Perhaps he
I'd
is
like
the
to
one who
look
took
around
him.
sort
Then.
of little guy. Definitely want to look around for the little guy.
Sure. Make a perception test. And yes, you may add seeing.
Yep, and of course it doesn't add the focus again, so 13.
You don't see him anywhere. The only
Shit.
people you see other than the four of you are the corpses of 2 Venatori. Well, 1 Venatori. The other one got thrown through a wall.
Can we, like, Avery would start going through his pockets or something to see if there's any sort of letters or missives.
Through the Venatori pockets.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll get some
The,
crafting materials. You know, it's fine. Just...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find
Can craft a new bow.
You find some velveteen.
Oh yeah, nice.
Ooh.
Decorative gems.
Yeah, absolutely. Some leather strips. No, nothing really on this guy other than the weapons that he came with. Yeah,
Avery would
empty
like
pockets.
wipe off any blood that she got on her hands from touching him, like on the rest of his like cloak or whatever. Just like, ugh.
Did anyone get injured?
No.
A little
No.
bit, but I'll be all right.
Are you sure I could administer some healing?
I mean, you know, you were taxing yourself a bit during the fight.
Not really. It was nothing. But I also have an herbalism kit and actual bandages. If that is, I'm skilled in both.
You know, like she like is sort of being dodgy about it, but like you could see like, you know, some of her arm is like a little burned or whatever, from like, you know, the exploding
Just pull out the
cast and-
bandages. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
I
It's
suppose.
target 11. So 14 makes it, and then you heal that
That's
plus my cunning, so 3. That helps. It's non-magical healing.
Heal. Yeah.
Get some
So she's
Vaseline
just
on that.
like, I suppose
Just put some
there is
salve on
that.
it, and then like a little bandage. With a
Yeah,
bow.
like leaves and stuff. You know, like Avery
Nice
looks
cultist.
kind of it's one of those things where like Avery's like looking at it both like with that like, you know, condescending sort of skepticism, but also like that like scholar's mind of like, how does this work?
If that is not enough, I can just also cast some healing. But
I'll be all right.
Alright,
But thank
you'll
you.
sleep it off then.
Thank you.
Question
Should we do
to the
anything
group.
about this, Bobby? Yes.
Question to the group. Where are you standing in relation to the like warehouse? Like, are you in the entrance? Are you off to the side? Are you where you at?
I probably would have pulled everybody a little bit further. Like I probably would have gone to the entrance
Yeah.
to like look for dude I wish I had shot now in retrospect, but like I would be keep like this warehouse could blow, so I probably like
Yeah, like just
pull,
outside the
people
entrance.
away.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, an astute observation from Clara as you are standing there bandaging Avery's wound. There's a massive explosion that rocks this warehouse, sending a fireball like rocketing up into the sky. Bits of the building are thrown in every direction. I need everybody to make a dexterity test.
Yeah. 14.
Yay.
11.
Also 14. Or no, 13.
Hey.
Oh boy.
But forced. Which I don't know if that'll
Let's
help me
see.
now.
Okay, 13. 80 got an 11. Avery, what did you get?
9.
9. Not great.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I
It
can
looks
heal you. I have
like
more bandages.
it looks like Yarrow is the only one who passed this.
Oh my god. I
Damn.
have no dex. I have 1. Oh no.
Better. One with the hell. Wow.
Oh no.
So
That's a
Yarrow,
lot.
you
Oh, more
take
extra.
7. You take 7 points of damage. Everybody else takes
Cool.
16.
I just keep bouncing
Oof.
between 62 and 69. I keep.
Nice.
Nice.
Does armor help any of that, or is that just, or is this
Yes,
this is
yes.
explosion damage? Okay.
Armor would protect against this. It's a mix
Okay,
of
that's still-
explosion and like wooden shrapnel and
Mm-hmm.
all that.
The good stuff. Yeah.
Avery does not look great.
Oh no.
And she just like sort of like looks at the sky because like she's just clearly like winded, like, you know, that feeling of belly flopping on a pool, you know, and just looks at the sky with
She's looking up.
tears testing me.
I will walk over, sigh, and just touch her forehead and cast heal. Gonna spend 3 mana points on it. That beats a 10, so you will heal for 11.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
She'll just walk around to each person who's got knocked. Just boop, boop,
Boop, boop,
Booping us for 11
Thank you.
points.
boop, boop it us.
just
Nice.
let's see, make sure everything's good. Yeah, you're.
Hey, I'm fine
this
again.
is Clara. No, it's just rolling the same thing over again, and then yeah, Ada. There, you're good.
Cool, cool,
All
cool.
right.
Just like got, you know,
and you
got like punch in the stomach, but otherwise fine.
punched in the stomach by an explosion.
Yeah.
You look over and see the smoldering ruin of this building, little fires in various places, and nobody else in sight.
We should probably go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now would be a great time for us to take a break. So we're gonna pop out for a little like 5-10 minute break to refill our drinks, take our bios, stretch. I encourage everyone watching to do the same. It's important to take care of yourself. All right, back in a minute. Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to Dragon Age Nightingale's Crown. When we last left off, the warehouse that Liliana and her four compatriots here were having a meeting with the Tevinter Magister in exploded. Um, last they, yeah, and no one else appears to be around. Um, Other than like the corpse of a Venatori who fell into the water, but that's not going to be super helpful to anything. Um, before she ran off to chase down Magister Callistus, Liliana told you to go meet up at the rendezvous spot that was established before and is a inn a little bit further into town. What would you like to do?
Well, first things first, if it's an inn, you know what? We survived. Let's order, you don't want to get around for everybody?
Nice.
If you'll
What is
buy it.
everybody's drink of choice?
Everyone got out alive, had some fun. It's a good time to drink. Anytime's a good time to drink, actually, but, you know.
I'll let you order. That's up to you, mate.
The four of you make your way over to this inn, the Rusted Dagger Inn. It's not super nice. I mean, it's just not. It's a perfect place to meet clandestinely if you need to do so. You know, there's enough people that your party won't draw attention, but not too many that you risk being overheard. Yeah, you don't see Liliana or anyone here, but you can grab a booth and some drinks and wait if you would like.
Yeah.
All right.
Yarrow will sip on a mead.
Nice.
Avery probably has, like, you know, a very delicate glass of port or something like that. Cheers.
They don't have good wine here, but
It's port, though. So, you know, again, that's the benefit of port.
yeah, yep.
It's supposed
Port
to,
with
you know,
storm.
taste like that. It's fine.
Yeah. It's it's on purpose.
And it's one of those things where, like, she drinks it and then just, like, makes that face of, like...
Oh, no.
Absolutely. 10 minutes goes by, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. About an hour goes by without anything happening. The for the door to the inn is pushed open, and you see four people in guard uniforms walk in and just start looking around. You see one of them goes up to the bartender and starts talking to them. The other three just
I look real
move around the
nonchalant.
inn, looking around.
Yeah. Let's hit the nonchalant. Just like.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Avery
why don't
isn't
you
paying
go ahead and
attention. Yeah, like, Avery is
Why
just
don't you-
totally scribbling stuff in her notebook.
why don't we go ahead and make me a nonchalant test?
Is that a communication test?
Or is it deception? Communication.
Everyone,
I was gonna say I have focuses in both
guilty are we feeling?
deception and seduction, so I can,
Oh,
do
is
one.
it a seduction
make
test?
eyes, make eyes.
You lock
Waggle those
eyes with the
eyebrows.
guard. Share a moment.
Tell me, what do you protect exactly?
No, one of
Oh,
them.
yeah. Does that mean the gates are open?
Oh. I've got some gates for you to guard.
Only,
Got a patrol for you to go on.
One
worry,
of
it's
the one of the guards will come up to your table and say, "Good evening. How long have the four of you been here in this tavern?"
Oh, an hour.
Okay.
Long enough to enjoy some
Before-
wonderful drinks.
Before then, did you happen to see any suspicious characters around the area?
Avery just like looks around at
No.
the shady bar.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
Yeah, I mean, other than, all this, no, nothing.
Well, apparently some Tevinter Magister. Oh no, I lost the word. Diplomat. That's it. Some Tevinter Magister diplomat was attacked on the docks. They one of their attackers was killed, but the other four are still at large. So if you happen to see anything abnormal, please let us know.
Of course, we'll report it immediately.
What should we be keeping an eye out for? What do these dastardly rogues look like?
We don't have a physical description. We only know that they were proficient in magic. So be extra cautious. They have some mages with them, probably apostates.
I see.
What makes you uncertain it's not just Tevinter politics bleeding into our streets?
I'm just doing my job, which is to ask people if they've seen anything suspicious.
I would imagine that, given that they have apostates with them, and just the awful things that continue to come out of Tevinter about their social structure and everything like that, you should probably be keeping an eye out for another rival faction from that region.
Would you like to make a communication test?
Yeah. Not super great at it, but I'll do my best.
Yeah. Make a communication test. See if you can convince this guard to.
I got a step point. Can I boost it?
Unfortunately, stun points are specific to combat scenarios.
There are rolling stunts.
No. Mm-hmm.
There are, but they're like advanced optional things that
That's fine.
we've We haven't talked about
Yeah.
it previously, but if we want to implement them in future sessions, we can talk about that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so she's just basically like, I've heard Tevinter people are terrible, and, you know, like, basically...
You just come off as really anti-Tevinter.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
you know,
well,
again, like, you know, but honestly, too, if they're going after each other, good riddance.
Yes, well, the politics of
We'll let
all
you
of...
know if we see anything.
Thank you. The politics
Like-
of all that
like-
are far above my pay grade. He'll walk away.
Just mead.
Yeah.
Avery looks, like, very proud of herself, like, you know, and she looks at Clara like, did you see how excitingly deceptive I was in throwing it?
Clara's just gonna like wide eye, like I can't
Yeah.
believe the words that came out of your mouth, and just like pick up the glass
Yeah,
and just
that's the
nod
fast thinking.
and drink. Right. That it was. That it was. So we should bounce from.
Not
Should we
too
go
soon.
toward the rooms soon? Yes, another
Yes.
one more round.
Yeah, another
to
round
finish
and
off the
then-
night. Yes.
They said, though, that one of the attackers was killed, but I don't really think that Sister
No,
Nightingale
no.
was, like,
She's
not
clever
possible.
for that. But there were three other Venatori. There was the small guy, you call him? And so it could really
Well-
be any one of those either that they found. Or she could be playing dead.
She could
Wow.
be playing dead.
So she couldn't really be dead.
It's not like her to miss rendezvous.
It's been a little long. Well, hopefully it's not her, because that would be bad for us.
That would be
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
No.
But Magister also, he seemed genuinely surprised by the appearance of the Tory.
Did he?
So
He probably was not expecting them then.
yeah, so. And Liliana
Does sound like
said
he
that-
survived though.
Liliana had said that he had something we need. So,
Yes.
obviously, if they have absconded with him, that's also incredibly bad.
If the guards are looking and they know there was an attack on the Magister, he's probably alright. And reported it.
Oh, that's right. They didn't say murdered or killed.
Attempted. There was an attack.
Well, he definitely wasn't dead when we left, so.
Alright. Is the plan to get rooms for the night?
I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think we were looking to get rooms at another place, maybe? Just-
But if Liliana wants to catch up,
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they'll go to other taverns and inns if they don't find anybody here.
Should probably look to disguise ourselves also, just in case there's some sort of witness.
Yes.
As
Not a bad
cunning as
idea.
my ruse was, if someone actually
Yes.
saw us,
We.
that would be awkward.
Yes. Well, if they're looking for 2 mages, and conveniently there are 2 mages here, yeah, that's gonna cause problems.
Yeah, they didn't
That's
have a
what you
number,
guess.
they just said they had mages with them. So that means they do not know for certain. Could be 1, could be 4. But,
Ugh.
yes, it is not
Also,
good. I don't know how you want to disguise me, though.
the idea that anyone would confuse me with an apostate is just... I have never felt so insulted.
Where's your Templar?
Oh, Avery. We can fix that.
When she says, where's your Templar, Avery sort of almost bashfully looks at Ina.
Like, yep, Templar right here. Big sword. Anything bad happens, off with the head. That's how that works.
Right. Your Avery's Templar. I don't have one. I don't need one. I'm good.
Oh, come on. I can pretend to be your
Great.
Templar for a day. You know how to act like a Templar. I followed a few around for a little while. They're very easy to imitate.
You do have
you've
that
got the
rather
coat.
impressive coat.
Yeah.
I did steal the... I'm just like
You earned
fluffing it
it.
up a little bit.
Yeah, you earned the coat. Earned it.
Yeah. Just
From
don't
all
call
of
me
the-
Knight Commander and no one knows the difference.
Knight Commander.
Need.
Unless you want to call me Knight Commander. And then...
And I think I'm alright. Really, I think I am okay.
I also imagine.
I'll take
the,
Knight Captain.
I also imagine the times when you would be referred to as Knight Commander would have a far different context than that of the Templar Order.
Maybe. Ask me
listen
again
to-
after another drink.
Listen, all I'm saying is there's 2 different ways to spell knight.
Yes.
I did not ask to be spell it, I just asked to be called it.
Fantastic. Thank you for the bits. That's thank you. We have unlocked our
Yes.
$5 donation,
Ooh.
which is somebody gets a free stunt.
Still waiting
Alright.
for Bark Spawn.
Still waiting for Bart.
Still waiting
We'll
for
get there one
Barstow.
day. Listen, only $40 more, then we get and then we get Bark Spawn. All right. Are you?
Perhaps we should
disguising
retire.
yourselves?
Yeah. I think we go to bed. Do we all get different rooms, or do we pile up in one room, or do we split into 2 rooms? How do we want to room up?
It's up to y'all.
We have a decent amount of money lying around, I assume.
Yeah, you have enough.
Yeah.
You have enough money.
/ I could borrow some money from an unwitting member of the like bar area if we need
could
a
do
little
that
extra
too.
cash. I might just be like, as we're looking to settle, I'll just be like, 1 second, I'll just politely kind of sidle up over whoever looks like they're carrying the most money, and then go for the second person, the person that looks like they're carrying the second most money, and that's the one I'm going to rip off.
Are you attempting to like grift them or simply pick their pocket?
I think let's just go full on grifting for a minute. Going to,
Ooh.
with that rip in the sky, there's all sorts of demons spilling out. Have you considered a special protection from such things? May I offer you this? Just pull out a very pretty looking necklace. Just kind of start playing with it in like very cool. It's like this will protect you from many kinds of demons. As you can see, it has a lovely cat charm that is representative of being sneaky and slinky through all that you interact with.
Will this... Yeah, so how exactly does this protect me?
And I'll lean in really close. It has magic from the Fade itself right in this little cat. And like you peel back the little charm, there's like a green glowing little orb inside. It's just bioluminescent. It like just glows a little bit in the light. You know, see here, actual bits of the Fade for you to wear as a warding from all that could be.
Would you like to make me a communication deception test?
Sure.
Get this.
Add another 2 to that.
Alright, for a total of
So 15.
Yeah. Guy looks at you and goes, how much?
Fair price. I can part with it. See, something like this is worth so much money, you see. It could be 500, but I could give it to you for 200.
200.
200
Are you asking
gold,
this
my
man for
friend.
200 gold? Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm fully prepared to reach into his pocket and grab whatever I got. Whatever I can get.
Yeah,
I'll turn
no,
to other
he is.
charms, but
He looks aghast at that price and says, "What? Who do you take me for?"
I take you for a smart man who can, you know, make it back in no time.
Indeed, I'm not. What, you think I'm Empress Celine or something? No. And we'll like stand up and make a big show of trying to
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna
walk away. And if you would like to, yeah.
I'm gonna knock some beer on him and use that as an excuse to like clean him and then pickpocket as I'm going across. Just be like, oh no, I'm so sorry,
Fantastic.
monsieur. I'm so sorry.
That should
Just,
say.
clean him off, and as there's cat hair flying everywhere because my cat is shedding like for effect.
I understand.
Say, go ahead and make a dexterity. Is there a like a
Legerdemain?
I can just do
Yeah.
dexterity for now. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's all right. We're just feeling this man up. Oh no, so sorry. I thought I was dealing with a real businessman. I'm so sorry. Monsieur, I'm so sorry.
Let's see how perceptive this individual is. Not enough.
Oh no, so sorry. I thought you were much more. My apologies. I will take my business elsewhere.
Yes, you are able to reach into their pocket and pull out about 20 gold.
It's enough for a score. Score's the score.
Yeah. Right. You know, a tenth of what you were
I will
asking
immediately-
for, but also you were asking for a ridiculous number. So remember, not everyone is a protagonist.
But also, that was exactly. It went exactly as I thought it would.
Yeah.
Ask for a
One of
ridiculous
these-
number, pickpocket, boom.
One of these
I
days,
got
you're big enough
exactly
to,
what
like,
I wanted.
yeah, one of these days it's gonna be like, yeah, I have 200 gold here. It's like, oh, what, really?
Yeah, and I'm still gonna pull the
One day.
pickpocket trick on him.
One day.
But I'm gonna just immediately, as soon as I sit back down, slide the money over to Ada. Just be like, it was not my smoothest. I'll do better next time.
Well, results are results, and we should all have good rooms, or at least have good rooms that these things
Yes.
have. So.
Yeah. You can,
Plenty
you can
gold's
all get
worth.
you can get your nice individual rooms for the night. There had been a mention of disguises. Is that happening?
Hmm.
I mean,
Yarrow's not convinced. They're also a little like, how are you gonna disguise this? Like,
I mean, we could probably tailor some of my clothes to be smaller for you. There are Dalish elves or former Dalish elves in the circle.
your circle clothes are so restricting. There's the movement.
They are also so much more modest, and all the better
Yes.
to serve the maker and
See, that is where we
virtues of
differ.
Andraste.
You can keep your Andrastian clothes. I am alright.
All right.
Like,
So I'm
not
guessing
only
this
that,
is a no on the disguises then.
at least for Yarrow.
Yes. How do the rest of you feel about disguises?
Avery is
can't really disguise the
Avery's-
giant sword-carrying lady that much, so we'll
Avery's gonna take her hair down and, at least just kind of do that. Like, so it's just like long waves of reddish auburn hair cascading down her shoulders. She looks very uncomfortable.
there'll be
Ah.
there'll be nods. It's like
No, don't make a big deal out of it. Also, don't look at me.
Clara's just that's like
Right.
Okay. Anyone
Not a big
who would
deal,
like
really.
anyone who would like to attempt to disguise themselves or another person can make a cunning test for me.
actually, you know what? It's
Hey.
funny. I'm gonna do it.
Nice.
Damn.
uh,
I had to make a number of fast exits before.
Yeah, all right. Those aren't bad rolls. They're not like they're not phenomenal. Well, they're not bad.
And again,
There's enough to get the job
she
done.
looks
you know what?
different enough in silhouette with hair down versus type 1.
Different enough
We'll make it.
that
You know
you'd
what?
have
We'll
to,
make
like...
we'll make a try out of it.
Oh.
I think what Ada's idea is to bring the bandana lower and do like, what was it, the spot?
Just
thing,
over
where
the
it's
ears.
Like,
Like,
behind
you wouldn't
ears,
know I'm
yeah.
an elf now.
Yeah.
He's like, there we go. We're all set.
Because it was the ears that were the problem.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. Now she looks considerably less elven.
Hides ears, picks up enormous fucking sword. All right, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Deckbreaker and I are on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm just
You should
imagining,
probably
like,
not call it deck breaker. You should call it something else. No. This is not deck breaker. This is
Face
how you
breaker.
say
Big
Face
swinging.
yeah.
breaker.
I
Big
like
swingy.
big swingy. Yes. It is a very it lends a lot to the imagination.
I'm just imagining Deckbreaker with like a mustache drawn onto it.
Yeah. It's like-
Yes.
it's like-
Yes.
That's exactly what happens.
I love it.
Like Ada gets some like ash from a fireplace and just
yeah.
there we go. I'm
It's like, there we
unrecognizable.
go. You're all set. Yeah.
All right. You all head to bed. You get a you get a restful night's sleep, which means you get some health and some.
Health
Our
and
mages get all
mana.
of their mana back. You get
Yay.
6d6 plus or 8d6 plus 6. I don't know. You get some amount of health back. I don't remember the
I
number
was only
offhand, but I
down
will.
7, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to know because I'm still down like. Oh no, I'm not down that much. I'm down 8 or 9.
If you need, I can heal you or give you a band-aid too.
I will. I will get back to you on that number in a little bit.
I know you at least add your level
Yeah, I'm
to
down
it.
8.
Yeah. 8.
So-
Oh, I mean, yeah. That's
Yeah,
low enough
so
that
we
you
healed up
basically
full?
you'd
Mhm.
heal. Yeah, you'd heal to full. Anyways,
Cool.
people who are more hurt than that, I will get back to you regarding the amount that you heal. But our Hull Hacker is a proposed alternative name for
Hull hacker, hull
Ranker.
hacker. Hull hackers. Yeah.
That's
That
a
is
good
very
one.
good. That is very
Yep.
good.
You wake up and you come down in the morning. No sign of Liliana.
Hmm.
They
Don't sell me.
you can get some breakfast if you would like. They are offering it. But you do see a fresh posted on a fresh notice posted to like a notice board in the inn. It proclaims that there was a attack on Orlesian soil by members of the Inquisition. That the famed spy master of the Inquisition, Liliana, was found dead, and that there are 4 more of you, and that there are 4 more accomplices still at large, and there are some sketches beneath it that look kind of like the 4 of you. And I think that's a good place to cut for the evening.
Oh,
Oh my.
we're all just standing there like, that's not good.
That's not no.
Well, thank God
How
I'm
much?
disguised.
Right? Like at this point, Avery is just like.
That could be any Dalish elf. Come on.
Did you say
It
how
is
much
true.
for the?
Yeah,
Did someone ask how
yeah.
much?
Yeah, how much?
Yes, it's a reward of you each have 300 gold pieces on your head, wanted dead or alive.
That's a ridiculous
I think I'm
number.
immediately gonna look at Yarrow and I'm just gonna be like, I've had a bigger price on my head before. It's fine. This is nothing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like,
Avery looks like really, really nervous and terrified. Like,
A good
300.
idea
is
in
this why we are not? We don't go outside.
a good amount.
All I
a good
wanted to
idea
do-
We can-
from Cold Drake in chat. Just draw mustaches on the sketches. And
Hey,
they'll
there
Oh
we go.
yeah, then they'll never know. We'll just find every
Exactly.
picture in the city.
Just
and
like Ryan.
mustaches. Yeah.
All
Foolproof.
right. We're gonna
Good.
go around. We're gonna do some outros, and then we will see you next week, hopefully, as we see how these 4 react to being extremely high-profile criminals. Oh yeah, also Liliana's dead apparently, so that sucks.
Yeah, that's not.
Apparently,
Um,
you
Yeah,
were
that's
wrong.
the big one.
Yeah, that
That's
can't
not.
be right.
Mm,
No, definitely.
No.
mm-mm.
Just,
Yeah, she can't die to
No.
scrubs. Like, that's not allowed.
Probably
Uh,
faked it.
uh,
It's fine.
The Ravens
Jen,
will be
why don't
upset.
you
No.
start us off.
Okay, hi, I'm Jen. I go by Savage Sparrow on the internet, and tonight I played Avery, the Circle Mage Loyalist. I had a fantastic time. Dragon Age has been one of my favorite game franchises for like 15 years or something crazy like that. Yeah, if you enjoyed all the stuff I do, I will be streaming Inquisition again next Friday before game on my personal channel. Otherwise, tomorrow I will be right here on Weave the Tale playing the Fallout game as my super mutant from Wisconsin. And then Sunday, I will be on our sister channel, Pennyford Tale, where we do our regular Pathfinder game. You can also check me out at savagebro.com, where I have amazing nerdy t-shirts, apparel, and accessories. We are having a sale on all of our tank tops for summer, so definitely give that a check out. All of them are $5 off. Pretty cool.
Nice. Thank you very much. Lynn, you're next.
Hey, this was so much fun. I love Dragon Age, and it was very nice to play terrifying muscle. For as much as I play like magic, like squishy magic, it feels good. It feels good just to walk in something and swing at something with a sword. But yeah, I'm Lynn, Flying Cirrus on Twitter, and pretty much every place else where you can find my art and all my games that I'm playing. Next time you'll see me is on tomorrow for on Wonder DM for Scion, Birth of New Gods. We're playing Godlings, and we will have our entire crew there, and next step to godhood. And on Tuesdays on Kobold Press, it is Scarlet Citadel, where I am playing a just chaotic wild magic tabaxi, and we're gonna descend into some dungeons probably, and it should be fun. And on Wednesdays for Practical Red Desmond Forest channel, it is the conclusion of our Mechton campaign, and some wild stuff happened. I have a secret brother, family troubles, and we're probably gonna get into some mech fights, and I can't wait. It should be wild.
Awesome. Alyssa, you're up next.
Hi, this was such a blast. Also coming in on that, deep love of the Dragon Age thing, and very scared for Liliana, but she'll be fine. She'll be fine. She can't die. She's not allowed to die. But yeah, you can find me on the internets as Xander Slamilton. I am mostly lurking these days. I think everything I'm in is currently on hiatus, but I'll be back here on Weave the Tale for the charity stream playing in Masks, where I'm looking forward to being a reformed villain turned into a hero by the name of Tempest Fire. I'm very excited for that.
Absolutely love that name. And last but not least, Lindy.
That's me. Hi, I'm Lindy. You can find me online at LaughLoveLindy. I also just freaking adore all things Dragon Age. It's just I'm obsessed. I'm so crazily obsessed that I've been for the past year. I wake up at 5 a.m. to play a bi-weekly Dragon Age game that's not streamed. That's my level of Dragon Age dedication. But thankfully, I don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. for this game, which makes me very, very happy. You can find me online on my channel on this Monday and Tuesday for Wanderlust and Wildmount and Mists of Ravenloft, which are 2 D&D games. One's pretty, happy-go-lucky, and the other one's Ravenloft. So if you want to see people trust an imp to guide them through Azalin's castle, you should definitely tune in on Tuesday, because I'm GMing it, and just a little diabolical. But it'll be fun. It'll be great. They have their heads back. They were separated for a long time, but, they got them back now. So everything's looking up from here for them. It's going to be good. Oh, and of course, Praxagora Thesmophoria on Wednesday with Lynn, because I will not be flying a mech, but my character will be there doing other things.
All right. Thank you for joining us tonight, lovely people. My name has been Rowan. You can find me on the internet as @RedWhiteRP. I am a writer, streamer, sensitivity reader, editor, professional dice cruncher, and professional GM. You can hire me to do all of those things with the various links in my Twitter bio and pinned tweet. If you want to watch me play some more games, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, stop by Nerds with Dice to see the premiere of The Gehenna Principle, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle that I am GMing. We are playing some 10th generation Kindred, and there are sure to be shenanigans. Also, murder. Later that night, go ahead and swing by Honey and Dice at 7 p.m. Eastern for Clockwork Vines Alstromeria Alley, a botanical steampunk Call of Cthulhu game where I get to play as Sim Valentine, a very punchy himbo dad. Then Tuesday, head over to the Fae Realm, spelled Fae, for the season 1 finale of Institutionalized at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That is our Monster of the Week meets Criminal Minds game, where I play a very spooky girl named Annalise. We will be coming back for a second season, starting July 16th. We're moving Fridays. Also, checking out the Fae Realm. It is a queer-led TTRPG channel designed to be a safe, fun, and inclusive space for LGBT+, BIMPOC, and people of marginalized genders. I am the creative lead over there, so I'm in charge of all the casting and whatnot. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun shows coming up for our upcoming second season, including some Monster Hearts, some Genesis, and some Monster of the Week, and some what I just learned recently is a actual game entitled Big Motherfucking Crab Chuckers.
It's pretty
So
fun. Yeah.
I am so excited to watch it and terrified. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. This was a lot of fun. Dragon Age is a series that means a lot to me. And I am very excited to share our our own story in the world of Thetis with you. Yeah. See you next week, everyone.